Good afternoon. This is my first ever swarm collection hive, 2 days after their second inspection. I've had them now about 8 weeks, 6 weeks. I'd have to check my notes. And they in my mind are just doing so well. I've got some wonky comb in the brood box. The wax foundations I used, they were pre-waxed from when I ordered them, but it wasn't sufficient, and being new I didn't realize that if I didn't wax them again prior to use that I'd get some wonky comb. So there's some of that in the brood chamber, but I've left it. I don't want to interfere with their ability to survive because they are a very late season swarm. They are coming and going very well. I don't see a lot of pollen this afternoon, but I did see a tremendous amount of pollen this morning when I checked them. Right now it's about 4 p.m., 3:30. Southwest Riverside County, California. Temperature is about 78, zero clouds, very light breeze. And most of the location that these girls are going to are some Brazilian peppers in my front yard. They are covered with bees, and I think they're liking it. They're bringing in white pollen from the Brazilian pepper. And then this morning, I was also seeing quite a bit of very bright yellow pollen, which I think is from the purslane that's growing quite readily in my area. So I just wanted to film them a little bit this afternoon, coming in and out of their reduced entrance. I did place the entrance upside down on my screened bottom board that I installed yesterday. I read where if there's an abundance of dead bees, they could block the entrance. So by reversing this wooden entrance reducer, that if there were an abundance of bees down there, they wouldn't block the entrance. So as you can see, they're coming and going very well. And I'll just keep my mouth shut for a minute and watch the girls at work. I am feeding them 1-to-1 sugar syrup, and they're taking it readily, consuming about a quart every couple days. Being that it's a rather small colony, they're not, I read where some colonies are taking a quart a day or more. There's some yellow pollen on that girl. But my numbers are increasing. I estimated their size at about 3,000 when I captured them. I would say they've easily doubled that now. They're pushing 5,000 or 6,000 bees. So I've got a phenomenal queen in there somewhere. I looked for her on both inspections, and there's some white pollen, see it? On both inspections, but I was not able to find her, but I know she's there, and she's got a very strong, very solid capped brood areas on multiple frames, so she is doing very well. You can see off in the corner here where the other bees, where some of the girls are trying to get in on the larger opening of the entrance reducer. It was exposed to the outside when I installed it upside down, so I couldn't really do anything about that because I wanted this small opening reversed. So that's what it's ended up being. That's okay. They're okay with it. I'm okay with it. Really good activity. I'm going to try to zoom in a little closer and see if this will continue to maintain focus. I'm losing it right there. So I'll back it back off a bit. Likely contrary to what most of the beekeepers are doing elsewhere in the United States, where they're preparing for winter and reducing their colony size down to from 2 brood boxes to 1 and so forth, condensing them down and removing supers or leaving supers on for them to survive the winter. Here in Southern California, we're going to typically have very mild winters. I won't freeze in my area till likely December, and or maybe even later, January. December, January, February are our coldest months, and we may get 3 or 4 frost nights, and that's it. So we're fortunate in that the weather is super mild, and with those considerations, I elected to go ahead and add a medium super. And we're filling the deep frames so well and so quickly over the past 6 weeks. They weren't quite bound. I would say there was 5 of 8 frames fully occupied. Had a couple, 3 more yet to draw out, but I thought, you know what? Our winters are so good here. I'm gonna roll the dice and add the supers and let them go. I'll continue feeding. There's been a little less activity at the top feeder. I'm using a rapid round and 1-to-1 sugar after I place the honey super. The medium super's on, but today, second day after doing so, I do see more activity on the feeder. So they found it, and if my luck holds out, I think I will continue to see activity and an increased amount of activity on that internal top feeder, the rapid round with 1-to-1. My other reason for this short video is to test this wireless microphone. I changed a couple settings on it because the last 2 videos I made, the audio was quite bad. So that's another reason for this particular video, is to hopefully provide clear audio as I film. Record, I guess is the word, since we're electronic now. So this will give us about 10 minutes of late afternoon activity here in Southwest Riverside County. I hope you're doing well wherever you are and enjoy watching the videos. Please subscribe. I'll put some content out as I am able, and hopefully it'll help. Thanks. Bye.